Why the carnivore diet feels so easy after a little while.
I'm a pastor, an entrepreneur, a world traveler, and a martial artist. But most importantly, I'm a devoted husband and dad with an amazing family. And the older I get, the more I realize the importance of being healthy so that I can be all that I can and should for my family. I haven't always been healthy though. In fact, I've struggled with my weight for a lot of my life. But in recent years, I found some great success in my weight loss and fitness journey living a lower carbohydrate lifestyle, particularly that of the keto and carnivore variety. Follow me on my journey as I continue to explore and share the benefits of living the low-carb lifestyle.
So let's be honest, when most people first hear about the carnivore diet, they often think one of the following. There's no way I could do that. No bread, no pasta, no desserts, no snacks, no fun. It sounds restrictive. It sounds difficult. It even sounds impossible to some. But here's what's fascinating. Many people who stick with carnivore for a few months actually end up saying the exact opposite. They say things like, this is the easiest way I've ever eaten. How does something that seems so difficult become so easy? So today, let's go ahead and talk about why the carnivore diet feels easier and easier the longer that you do it. So if you're new here, my friends, my name is Jason, and I help busy parents like you and like me, professionals as well, simplify health using carnivore and metabolic strategies. And one thing that I've noticed is that beginners will often think the hardest part of carnivore is giving up certain types of foods. But veteran carnivores will actually tell you that the hardest part is the beginning. The easiest part is staying on it. So let's go ahead and talk about why. Reason number one, cravings start disappearing. Now in the beginning, it's true, cravings can be brutal. Perhaps you lay eyes on some donuts, some pizza, some cookies, and your brain lights up. But after weeks and months of consistent carnivore, then something actually changes. Those foods lose much of their power. Why? Well, it's because many cravings aren't actually hunger. They're blood sugar fluctuations and habit loops. And so as your body adapts, then cravings will decrease, hunger becomes more predictable, and temptation loses intensity. In short, life gets easier. Reason number two, your energy becomes more stable. Now, before carnivore, many people live on a cycle of energy spikes, energy crashes, and then another snack, and then another crash, and then more caffeine, and then another crash. It's exhausting, right? Many carnivore eaters report that after adaptation, energy becomes steadier, there's fewer afternoon crashes, and they have less dependence on constant eating, and that's when energy becomes more stable. Everything feels easier. Reason number three, grocery shopping becomes simple. I love this, especially being a dad of 7, right? I think about the average grocery trip. Thousands of choices, hundreds of marketing claims, constant decision making, but on carnivore, the shopping list becomes meat, eggs, butter, salt, bacon, and you're done, right? Many discover that they spend actually less time shopping. In truth, many will actually spend less money on impulse purchases, and there's less mental energy making decisions. Reason number four, meals become effortless. You gotta love this as well. There's no complicated recipes, no tracking dozens of ingredients, no elaborate meal prep. Many carnivore meals look like the following: steak, beef, eggs, simple. And simplicity creates consistency. The less complicated your diet becomes, then the easier it is to stick with. Reason number five, food stops controlling your thoughts. Man, this is a big one right here. This might actually be the biggest one. Many people don't realize how much time they spend thinking about food. Oftentimes you get questions like, what should I eat? Can I have a cheat meal? Should I snack? Should I start over on Monday? Carnivore often reduces that mental clutter. Food becomes simpler, and life becomes quieter. Reason number six, you eat less often. Now the truth is, protein and fat are incredibly filling. As a result, many people naturally find themselves eating fewer meals, snacking less, and going longer between meals. Not because they're forcing it, but rather because they're simply satisfied. Reason number seven, It fits a busy lifestyle, and that's what you and I are all about, right? For busy parents and professionals like us, simplicity wins, right? You don't need meal timing perfection or fancy recipes. You don't need constant food prep, and you need something that is sustainable. Many people discover that carnivore works because it removes complexity. And busy people like us, let's face it, we thrive when complexity disappears. So here's the biggest secret. The carnivore diet doesn't become easier because you develop superhuman willpower, although it can feel that way. It becomes easier because cravings decrease, hunger stabilizes, decisions shrink, and simplicity increases. Your environment gets easier as a whole, and your biology gets easier as well. And eventually, the diet gets easier. At first, carnivore can feel restrictive, but after a while, many people realize it isn't restrictive at all. It's rather freeing, because when food becomes simpler, life often becomes simpler too. All right, my friends, that's it. Hopefully this was helpful to you. If it was, please hit like and subscribe. Comment easy below if you've experienced this on Carnivore. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any more hot new Carnivore content that I got coming down the pipe just for you. The easiest part may be closer than you think, my friends. This is Jason with the Low Carb Lifestyle. See you next time.